Hi guys, welcome to Abby and Bree TV. If you want to learn how to get from this to this, stay tuned. Okay, so today I'm working with a 4x4 closure. So the first thing you want to do is make sure all the hair is out the way. Then you're going to take your bleaching powder and your cream developer and you're going to mix the two in a mixing bowl. And yeah, today I'll be using 40 volume developer. When mixing, you want it to be like a very thick consistency. A little trick I like to do to make sure it's pretty thick is to flip my brush upside down, and if it doesn't fall, that means that it's thick enough. Now you're gonna start applying it to your lace. Now you want to make sure that it's like a really even coat, and I like to make sure that it's kind of thick, and I like to push it in just a little bit to make sure that the knots take. So for a little background, what I'm actually doing here is bleaching the actual knots that come in the lace. So when you first get a lace, you're gonna realize that there's like a lot of black dots. That's from the hair being tied. So with bleaching it, it's gonna make it kind of blonde, and it'll make it kind of transparent so where you can't see it. So with that, it makes it look very natural. But if you don't bleach the knots, it's not gonna look that natural because nobody really has black dots in their scalp. So after I apply my bleach, I like to place it on tin foil. I don't really know why. Also, I like to part the hair so I can really see what's being bleached. And as far as how long you put it in, you leave it in, it all depends on the lace that you're using. I usually do it in increments of 10 minutes. So for this closure, I bleached it for 25 minutes. Now I'm gonna go and start washing it off with my purple shampoo from Shimmer Lights, and I like to make sure that the water is kind of like warm to hot so that it, like, I don't know, cleans better. So here you're gonna see me like struggling trying to show you the knots because I didn't really know what position to put my hands, but yeah, just keep watching. So for when you're washing the hair in purple shampoo, I recommend to leave it on there for like 5-10 minutes. I didn't hear because the knots weren't really that brassy, but you want to leave it on there if your knots are kind of orange. If the lace kind of turns orangey, you want to leave it on there for a little bit longer so it can tone it down, so it can actually look like the color of the lace. So now we're moving into plucking. For plucking, you want to make sure you have a nice pair of tweezers and a spray bottle. So I'm gonna part the hair in half, so I can do like one side at a time, so I can like show the difference and stuff. So I don't really have like a system for plucking. I pluck according to how the hairline already is. This hairline was like straight and like dense. So first you're gonna see me start plucking the initial hairline in the front. Then I'm gonna start parting the hair and plucking. Now you see me kind of like pulling, not like pulling, but kind of stretching the lace. That's gonna help you really see what you're doing. So it's really nice when you like have like your fingers kind of like open up like that, so you can like really stretch it and really see what you're doing. And you want to make sure that every like few plucks you do, you comb the hair out to see like the hair that you pulled out, because if you just keep going and going and you're not combing it through, you're not going to see what you plucked, and you may end up plucking too much. Here I wanted to show you that I really wasn't going that fast. I have it speeded up, but this is regular motion. I wasn't really going that fast. You really have to be precise about how much you pluck, because you don't want to end up over plucking and start balding the lace before you even apply it. So I feel like when it comes to plucking, less is more, because you don't want to thin it out too much, because it's not gonna look right. With plucking, you just really want to make sure you take your time and you're well aware of what you're doing and how much you're plucking. It's really nice, at least for me, it's really nice to have like a reference photo, either in your head or like literally, because it's kind of hard to know if it like looks natural or not. So like usually for me, I have like a reference photo in my head of how I want the hairline to look. So finally, once you're done like parting and plucking the back, once you get to the front, you want to pluck like with a really light hand, because this is where it can go wrong. So you want to just really make sure that you take your time on the like very front. I know it looks like I'm going fast, but I'm not going that fast, and I'm like really looking at what I'm doing. And also when you get to the front, this specifically, it just had like a line, so you want to try your hardest to get rid of that straight line and try to make it a little jagged. So here I'm just showing you the difference so far. I'm not done plucking the side, but I'm just showing you the difference of what it looks like so far. And can we get into the scalp? Like, do you see any knots? Because I don't. I see transparency, so period. So here you're gonna see me go ahead and go on to the next side. Now with the next side, I don't know what was going on. I couldn't get like a good grip. I couldn't get like in a comfortable position to pluck it. I think it was because it was the left side, and like I'm right-handed, so the right side was easier for me. But since I couldn't really get a good grip, I just went ahead and put it on my mannequin head. And usually I pluck without a mannequin head, but this was actually my first time using the mannequin head, and let me tell you, you need to invest in one of those, because it just makes the plucking process so much easier. As you can see, when I was doing it flat, it was kind of hard to keep it like in position, but with a mannequin head, oh my gosh, it just made it 10 times easier. So on this side, I'm doing the same exact thing I did on the other side. I'm just parting out the hair, plucking behind the hairline, and then slowly but surely making my way up. So once you feel like you got both sides pretty symmetrical, you can just go ahead and comb it all back, and then just really just go ham with the hairline and try to get rid of that straight line. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get rid of that straight line. So yeah. Also, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to give a thumbs up, leave a comment down below what videos you want to see from us, and also don't forget to subscribe. So once you're satisfied with how you plucked everything, you want to go ahead and just take out all that plucked hair from the end of the frontal or the closure. And remember that when it comes to plucking, less is more. So if you're applying this on yourself or on somebody else, you can go ahead and pluck it a little bit more according to their hairline, but just make sure that you don't over pluck initially. So here I'm just showing you how it looks. I'm giving you scalp sis, period. So I'm gonna include some pictures and videos of how the actual install went. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And bye!